I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived, and this is my first game review. And I'm reviewing Soul Calibur 6, the latest edition in the Soul Calibur series. Check it out. So here's the synopsis. Soul Calibur 6 is a reboot of the Soul series, essentially. It even says it's a story of swords retold or something along those lines. So, some of the characters from the old games are going to come back, and some of the characters from the old games are going to come back. If your favorite character ain't in the game, they might be DLC. I know it sucks, but yeah, that's just it. To my knowledge, this game was it was made on a small budget, so you're going in there expecting AAA stuff, you know. You might not find it. I'm fine with the game, but I'm biased towards Soul Calibur because I like Soul Calibur. So, you know, this game might not be for you, but that's why I'm reviewing it. So as far as gameplay goes, you have 4 options. You have Mission, Libra of Soul, Story, Soul Chronicle, Battle, which includes Arcade mode, Local versus mode, and Training mode, and then you have Network, where you can fight people in ranked battle or in lobbies, and the maximum amount of players you can have in a lobby is 8. So you and 7 other people, and you have a ranking system, and you can view replays. That's it for the playable game modes. Then you have the Museum, which lets you see character art, concept art, promotional art, things like that from this game and other games. And I think you can hear some of the music from this game, but not the older games, which is kind of like why. But, you know, I didn't make the game, I don't know. I don't think you can really view the cinematics from the older games either. I don't think that's an option. Should be, but I haven't found it in the time I've been playing it. And I played a lot of this game. I've sunk at least, I don't know, maybe 20 hours in this game already, maybe 40, something. I've been playing a lot. So, I don't know. And that's it for really the game. You just have options in PlayStation Store, and those are the last 2 things, and neither one of those are playable. So as far as story options, the first option is Mission, Libra of Soul. This is a mode where you create your own character. You go through the story that they have. You pick either the good side or the evil side, Soul Edge or Soul Calibur. That's really relative. It's like how you feel about it. But you go through, it's kind of like an RPG where you make your character, there's a level system, there's gear, and then there's food that, like, it changes status effects and stuff. You can upgrade your weapons and stuff too. You can't really pick what they are, but you can upgrade them. There's only a finite amount of weapons in the game. So, that's Libra of Soul. Soul Chronicle is similar to Libra of Soul, but without the RPG aspect. In Soul Chronicle, there is actual dialogue, like with voice actors.
That's why I don't have the right to bear it. If I were to accept the sword, everyone would be up in arms. That's why, even though it was offered to me, I decided to decline.
Whichever character you pick will have actual voice lines. However, it's usually still images with, you know, like the occasional little animations, like okay, so if you do Yoshimitsu, right, like his eyes will change colors, and like it'll set the mood. Or when you go through the main story, Killick will blink, or his facial expression will change. Occasionally you'll get like some different artwork, but there's really no CGI scenes in there. You can get some, but it's not a lot of them. You're not about to have these CGI fights. That's not going to happen. You might get a few, but you're not going to get a lot. Now, one interesting thing I did notice is that your character from Libra of Soul can appear in Soul Chronicle. And I think it's only if you play through Libra of Soul first, or up until some point. I played through Libra of Soul first, then I started doing Soul Chronicle. So, it happened for me. I don't know what would happen if you played Soul Chronicle first and then did Libra of Soul. I have no idea. But I think that's a nice little tie-in. So arcade modes are pretty basic, just 8-stage fight, whatever you want to call it. It's an arcade mode. It's 8 stages. You get 8 opponents, you have to fight them. If you want a trophy and you didn't know this, you have to beat them in under 7 minutes. 8 stages under 7 minutes. Go for ring outs if you can. That's the best way to get them. That's arcade mode. Pretty simple. Oh, and I'm pretty sure you don't get any ending. I don't think there's any ending for arcade mode. I didn't get one and I beat it. I beat it under 7 minutes. Didn't get any type of special ending at all. But I did play through it with a created character. Even still, I'm pretty sure there's no reward for beating arcade mode. Now, before I forget, there is an in-game currency, and it's called soul points. It's soul points you get from playing the game. You get a lot of soul points from doing Libra of Soul. Really, just play the game. Soul points are what you use to unlock stuff in the museum, which is pretty disappointing in my eyes, but you know, hey, that's how it works. You play the game, you get soul points, you can unlock stuff in the museum. There is virtually no equipment to unlock for your created character. Like, you get almost all the equipment as soon as you start the game up. It's a couple of items, but it's not a lot of them. Which I'm honestly pretty disappointed by it. But, you know, hey. Shoestring, I'm not going to say shoestring budget. It wasn't a AAA budget. So, I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass because I like the game combat. But character creation's lacking compared to some of the older games. Like, I think Soul Calibur 5 has better character creation. The character creation in Soul Calibur 6 is basically just Soul Calibur 5, but touched up just a little bit. Just a little. The sound direction in Soul Calibur 6 is interesting to me because, personally, I don't like the music that they pick. I feel like they could have used a lot of diversity with the music. I would have enjoyed some modern music for this game. Even if it didn't necessarily fit the tone, some modern music definitely would have did some charm, because the music in this game is boring, honestly. I never played Soul Calibur for the music. It's like, it's one track in Soul Calibur 4 that's dope as a motherfucker. It's got like a guitar solo and shit. I might put it in this video. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in a video. And it's like, this game doesn't have any of that. And I played through like pretty much the whole game. So, music-wise, I'm not feeling it. Sound direction-wise, as far as, you know, like, sound effects and stuff, that sounds amazing. Weapons hitting each other, when you parry a weapon, just blocking weapons, all of that, hitting the ground, your character hitting another character, the sound of objects hitting flesh and armor, it sounds great. I recommend you play the game with headphones on, honestly. The sound effects are top notch, in my opinion. Top notch. It's just like armor, swords, metal hitting each other. It's dope.
I failed.
The voice acting is fine to me. I have a personal bias to like some of the voices that they change, like Siegfried. You know, and the Siegfried that I know is from Soul Calibur 4 and 5. He had the same voice actor then, and they changed his voice actor. Some people reprise their roles. Taki, Keelik, I'm pretty sure Ivy. Cervantes is the same from 5. I think Astaroth's the same since 4. I don't know about Yoshimitsu. I'm not sure about him. Maxi's the same. It's a lot of characters. Raphael, he's the same too. Nightmare's the same from 5. Some of the voices I have issues with. I never played the game in Japanese, so I only know the English voice. Most of them are fair, even though I don't like Siegfried's his voice. Like, I think the voice actor still does a pretty good job. The character creation voices are pretty decent too. Like, you play the game, you'll notice if you watch anime, dubbed anime, you'll notice some voices in there, and some voices from the older games. I think some voices from 5 come back, so I'm not really sure if they have new voice lines though. I didn't play like that much of 5, but as far as voice acting goes, I say it's pretty fair. Although it's some cheesy lines in the mission in Soul Chronicle, Libra of Soul Chronicle. They got some cheesy lines, man. It's like it's some cringe-worthy lines in there sometimes. But I think the voice acting's fair for the dub version. I can't say about the Japanese version. Now, as far as gameplay goes, I say the gameplay is dynamic and fast. Soul Calibur's always been really like a dynamic game. It's multiple fighting styles, multiple stances certain characters have, multiple mechanics that they've added with the reversal edge and the soul charge. It adds another layer to battle. There's lots of mind games in Soul Calibur. Not a bunch of juggles like Tekken. So if you're looking for juggles, you're gonna have to make that up, because in Soul Calibur you can just roll out of a combo if you're in there. Now, one of my issues with the game is how unbalanced it is. Some characters are ridiculously powerful, borderline broken, nightmare. Some characters are just way more powerful than other characters. And if you pick a certain character against another character, you're going to be at a disadvantage. But that's part of the game. Sometimes you just got to overcome. I haven't noticed anything extremely game breaking, but like there is a lot of stuff that you can get caught in this game. But there ain't no but. That's it. You could just get caught in a lot of stuff. A lot of combos you can sidestep out of. A lot of hits you can sidestep out of. But again, Soul Calibur is a mind game based game. So you never know what can hit you. You never know what can hit you. It's been a bunch of times where like, oh, I guard impacted that. It's like, I didn't though. I'm like, I put the input in though, but nothing came out. Now, I don't know if that's like an online thing or what, because I haven't really played the game offline competitively, but like online, like some of your inputs, man, they ain't gonna come out and it's gonna cause you a fight. It'll be times where I'm trying to do a jump in attack, right? And it won't come out. Or I'm trying to sidestep and it ends up as a jump in attack. And maybe that's me, but I feel like it's the game because I played a lot of matches. I played a lot of matches in a short amount of time this game's been out. And I'm not garbage at the game. I ain't great, but I'm not garbage. I know when a sidestep should be a sidestep, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. But I guess it happens to everyone. So is Soul Calibur 6 worth your money? And I'm gonna be honest here. I think it is, but at the same time, I think maybe wait for a price drop. Now, the reason I'm saying wait for a price drop is because of the season pass. And it's 4 characters that you get with the season pass, to my understanding as of right now. It's 4 characters you get, and you get 2 customization packs. And my issue is, why? Why? Why is there a season pass for this game? Why are these 4 characters locked? Why do I have to buy these 4 characters? This is my issue. My biggest issue with like recommending this game to other people. It's like these characters will come later and I'll have to buy them. 4 characters. Now, there's a character in the game that you can't play, Lizard Man. And there's another character, Tyra, I think. Tyra. 2 styles that you fight against in the story modes, and you can play as neither one of these. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me these fighting styles are already in the game with character models, and I'm gonna have to pay for this if I want it. But I already bought the game, so you're telling me to go fuck myself is what it sounds like. And that's why I can't recommend the game at full price. It's not worth it because of that. Because when you let you let something like this go, they're going to keep doing it. And I want Soul Calibur 6 to do it. I want a sequel. But I want characters who are in the game to be playable when I buy the game. Not when I buy the season pass. When I buy the game. I don't think you should skip Soul Calibur 6. I think it's a legitimately fun, frustrating at times, but fun fighting game. And it has a story mode, something people complain about a lot. Now, you might not like the story mode, but it has one. It has 2 story modes. A story mode for every character that you can play as that comes with the game. And a story mode for your creator character, if you choose to go that route, via Libra of Soul. And that's my Soul Calibur 6 review. And I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived. Remember, the moonlander was fake. Always take candy from strangers. Make it foam. And I'm out. If you liked the video, if you watched it, leave a comment. Tell me how I can improve. I'm still working some of the kinks out. I got me a pop filter, so hopefully I can make some better quality commentaries. Hopefully if I get a new computer, I can make some better edited videos, because Mac is not good for this. Mac is not good for video production at all, and that's what I have. I have 2 PCs, but they are not up to par. They're not strong. So, I'm out. Goodbye.